What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some battles submitted to the channel by MEJP2, who's running a couple of teams, firstly with Altaria, Steelix and Lopunny, all excel by the way in the Open Ultra League, and then for the final set they did also run attack form Deoxys. Now these battles are once again going to be in a lower elo range from earlier this season, which I know might put some of you guys off, but currently the leagues available aren't very appealing, so it's kind of all I've got to work with right now are submissions from earlier this season. I think what I might do is make another compilation video with some of my craziest, spiciest, most entertaining battles from this season, so let me know if you'd like to see that. With that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. Since all three of these Pokemon can Mega Evolve, I want to know what is your favorite Mega Pokemon in all of Pokemon. So it doesn't have to be in Pokemon Go right now, it could be a Mega Garchomp, could be a Mega Lucario. Just let me know in the comment section down below, let me know why, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Altaria into Crobat, a purified Crobat as well. So let's see how this matchup does play out. They're going to go straight for a Poison Fang, so we should definitely no-shield the first charge move as, well actually no, they're running Cross Poison and they just got an attack boost, which is not great for us because now they're going to be doing a lot more damage with their fast moves and charge moves. We're going to let the second Cross Poison go through and they get the Air Slash farm down. Not ideal, but we can come in with our Steelix and we should be able to tank anything, even if they go for a Shadow Ball, but they go for another Cross Poison, we get the farm down. They now come in with a Sceptile. We're going to go straight for a Psychic Fangs, debuffing their defense, and the opponent going to go for a charge move straight away. Should just be a Leaf Blade, which we do tank quite comfortably. We can now go for Psychic Fangs number 2. This will be dealing more damage to the Sceptile, and now we're going to swap into our XL Lopunny, and actually all three Pokemon on this team are fully XL, I believe. But we're going to shield up the Leaf Blade, go for a full double kick farm down, and let's see, they've got an Umbreon in the back. We're going to full send the Focus Blast. Are they going to respect the damage? They unfortunately do shield that up, which is not great, and at this point, I don't know if we can go straight Focus Blast or if we're going to have to go for a Fire Punch bait, but no, we're going to go straight for Focus Blast number 2. Can we land it? No, again, we can't. The opponent does respect the damage. And now I don't know if we do live a charge move here by the time we make it to Focus Blast number 3. So are we going to go for a catch? We don't go for the catch. Can we live this move from the Umbreon? It's a Psychic and we do barely hang on. We can now go for the Focus Blast and it does connect. It still doesn't take them out, but we swap into the Steelix, get the Dragon Tail farm down, and we take that game. Into the next battle, a great lead for us with the Altaria into Venusaur, at least I assume it is. Obviously, they do have a significant CP advantage, but we do completely wall the Grass-type moves. They have to go for Sludge Swarm, it doesn't do too much damage, and now they swap into Shadow Swampert, so they are clearly core broken by this Altaria, and we're actually going to stay in because we don't have the best matchup with our Steelix against Swampert, and then with our Lopunny, it's also not that comfortable, I would believe, as we can't go for those Fire Punches. We have to full send the Focus Blast. So we are just staying in with the Altaria. They do make it to another move, and from this range, Hydro Cannon probably does take out the Altaria, so we might double shield in this matchup, and we are going to do so just to guarantee we take out the Swampert. But no, they come back in with the Venusaur, so they are recognizing that we're pretty weak to the Swampert, but we're able to land the Sky Attack, get the Dragon Breath farm down. They come back in with the Swampert, and they do CMP Tire, so good timing by the opponent, and this Hydro Cannon will take us out, but now we can go for a full double kick farm down with our Lopunny. We're going to have to tank one move, but I think it's just a Hydro Cannon, which we do tank fine. And let's see, what do they have in the back? They've got a Charizard with Fire Spin as well. That's not ideal for us, as Fire Spin will be super effective up against our Steelix, and at this range, a Blast Burn probably doesn't quite take us out. Let's see. They go for Fire Blast, and that definitely does take us out, but we're able to make it to the last second Fire Punch in time, and from this range, Fire Punch will take out the Charizard, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we lead into a Gengar, and the opponent's going to stay in. We swap there. Have we just caught a potential Ghost-type charge move? We catch the Shadow Ball, and that's amazing for us, although we can only go for Fire Punch because they do triple resist the double kicks and the Focus Blast, so it's probably not the most comfortable matchup here. Gonna go for Fire Punch number 2. The opponent should be able to live this, and they do, and at this point we don't get a farm down, so even if they're running Focus Blast, we're gonna let it go through as it does take us out, but we wouldn't have been able to farm them down, so I see why we didn't use a shield there. We can now come in with the Altaria, get the farm down, and the opponent comes in with a Confusion Mewtwo. So once again, like I said in the last video, if you're running Confusion on Mewtwo, or if you're running Mewtwo, sorry, you should not run Confusion, because Psycho Cut makes it a lot more flexible. But we're going to swap into our Steelix. Let's see what charge move they're running. They go for Side Strike, doesn't do much damage, and another Charizard in the back. They're running Fire Spin once again. We're going to go straight for the Psychic Fangs, and that does debuff them, and now we should be able to shield once and go for a Crunch, and that will pretty much be enough damage to take out the Charizard from this range. They actually make it to another move, should just be another Dragon Claw. We are going to let it go through, knowing it is just the Dragon Claw, and this Crunch should be enough damage from this range to take out the Charizard, and now one more Dragon Tail takes out the Mewtwo, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see a Pidgeot in the lead, and the opponent swaps into Registeel straight away, so a much more sort of meta looking team here. They're going to go for a Focus Blast. We actually live that just barely, and now we can go for a Focus Blast of our own. Are they going to respect the damage? They don't, and we land the Focus Blast too. But they barely outpace us to the next charge move. I think we're going to let this go through. Okay, never mind. I was going to say shield once, farm them down. But no, we're happy to give up switch advantage. They come in with their Pidgeot. We can go for a Sky Attack. And Sky Attack will grab a shield from the opponent. And at this point, I think we just let whatever they throw go through. But they actually swap into Cobalion. So, of course, running Pidgeot, you're going to run Cobalion as well. And at this point, we just stay in this matchup. This is a great matchup. We can probably respect the damage here. Yeah, we do respect it. It is the Stone Edge, so good shield usage there. And now we're going to go for Sky Attack number 2. The opponent lets it go through, and at this point, we're looking great. We can just shield this up and go for a full Dragon Breath farm down, and we're going to have a ton of energy to throw into the Pidgeot, but instead we're going to swap into the Steelix, trying to catch a potential Brave Bird. The opponent's going to go for that Feather Dance, lowering our attack, but honestly, this Pidgeot can't do an awful lot of damage to the Steelix here. We go for the Psychic Fangs. The opponent does correctly let it go through, but they're just going to concede the match there. So going into the next battle, we see a Nidoqueen in the lead, Purified Nidoqueen, and we have to be a bit wary because this could be a potential Stone Edge. And it is the Stone Edge. It does big damage to the Altaria here. We can go for a Sky Attack, and this isn't going to do too much. We also, for some reason, undercharged that. I don't know why we did that. That was very strange. But we do make it to Sky Attack number 2, and from this range, it will take them out. So we grab a shield from the opponent. They do get the farm down. We come in with Steelix. They blind throw. So we're going to call they're not running Earth Power, and it is just a Poison Fang. So we do resist everything they could throw. We get a big farm down. They come in with a Politoed. We're going to go for that Psychic Fangs debuff, and then probably swap into the Lopunny. They've got a Chandelure in the back, and that is a really bad matchup. We literally cannot throw anything at them, and I think we just lose this game here. And yeah, we do concede the match. There was not a lot of play, unfortunately, up against that team, and we do concede it. But into the next battle, we see a Guzzlord in the lead. The opponent's going to stay in here. We're staying in, but we swap and we catch the Dragon Claw onto our Steelix. So very nice play. Dragon Claw doesn't do much damage, and we do bait out a Talonflame. So we're going to go for a Psychic Fang straight away just before they make it to the Flame Charge, and the opponent will throw that Flame Charge straight away. Doesn't do that much damage, but it does boost their attack. They will be able to farm us down, but not before we make it to a second Psychic Fangs, and we actually grab a shield from the opponent, which is huge because that would not have been enough damage to take them out. And they also go for the extra Incinerate, allowing us to get to a Sky Attack, grab the final shield from the opponent. I think at this point you just let it go down, but they go for the Flame Charge bait and we shield it. And at this point we've committed one shield, we kind of have to commit a second shield. They do go for the Brave Bird, but we will get the farm down. They now come back in with the Guzzlord. We're able to make it to the Moonblast in time, and this will easily be enough to one-shot the Guzzlord. And they've got a Registeel in the back, so Don't have a clue why they didn't come in with the Registeel there, but I don't know. They're going to go for the Focus Blast. We've seen already, Lopunny can tank it, and I think we are slightly further ahead on energy than last time, so we can go for the Focus Blast, and then we should be able to also make it to the Fire Punch in time, and this will be enough damage from this range to take out the Registeel, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see Altaria into a Poliwrath, so they could be running Ice Punch. That's going to be a little bit tricky if they are, but they swap into Empoleon. We actually swap into our Lopunny straight away. Gonna let the first move go through. Hydro Cannon gonna do a lot of damage, and they will be able to Waterfall farm us down, but we go for a Fire Punch bait, and we do at least grab a shield. We're not making it to the Focus Blast, so we go for Fire Punch number 2, and the opponent does let that go through. We can now come in with the Altaria, safely let anything go through, although they could run Blizzard. It's just a Drill Peck, which is fortunate for us because we can easily tank that, and we can easily tank a second Drill Peck as well. So we're going to let that go through. They actually go for Hydro Cannon there. Not sure about that play, but they're going to come in with an Abomasnow. Going to go for that Sky Attack straight away and then swap into the Steelix. No, we're actually going to make it to Sky Attack number 2. This won't take them out, but it will do big damage to the Abomasnow. Now we come in with the Steelix, and we're going to shield up this charge move. Could be an Energy Ball. It is just a Weather Ball bait. But now they come in with their Poliwrath. We can go for a Psychic Fang straight away. Not going to do too much, but it is super effective, and it will debuff their defense. So now we can overfarm. We can even let this go through, so they go for that Dynamic Punch, and it doesn't actually do that much damage. Steelix is incredibly bulky. We're now going to go for a Psychic Fangs number 2. We will be able to get the farm down. They do make it to a last second charge move, but that's still fine. We shield it up. We go for that Psychic Fang straight away against this Abomasnow, and it does take out the Shadow Abomasnow, and we take that game. So going into the next battle, we are now running the Attack Form Deoxys in place of our XL Lopunny. We come in here against the Tapu Fini, and look how much damage we're taking from these water guns. I don't think I've seen Attack Deoxys used too often in the Ultra League. You do often see it used by some Spice Lords in the Open Great League, but not a lot of people are willing to make the investment for the Ultra League, so it's very cool to see it here. Obviously, didn't perform too well there up against the Tapu Fini, as we did get absolutely destroyed by those water guns, but we can now come in with the Altaria. We should live a Moonblast from this range, and we are going to go for the Sky Attack just before they make it to the next move, but no, actually, instead we swap and we catch the move. I do really like this play, but the opponent goes for Grass Knot anyway, so yeah, it didn't really help us out that much, but we will be able to tank these charge moves on our Steelix quite comfortably, whether they are neutral or resisted. We now go for a Crunch. Crunch doesn't do too much damage. The opponent can live it quite comfortably. They now swap into Giratina. We're going to bait with a Psychic Fangs, and the opponent does let it go through, unfortunately, and here we are going to also let this move go through. Just a Dragon Claw bait. We've got a ton of energy, by the way, on our Altaria, so we come in, go for a Sky Attack. It does big damage, and at this point we're just going to let the Altaria go down. Dragon Claw does take us out, but we will be able to fully farm them down, and we should be able to make it to back-to-back crunches in time, but it might be incredibly close. They go for that Grass Knot straight away. We have enough energy for the back-to-back crunches, so this first one should grab a shield, and the second crunch will be enough damage to take out this Cresselia. I think we also just won CMP, and it does take out the Cresselia, and we take that game. So into the next battle, we see a Shadow Dragonite in the lead, so pretty even matchup. They will be able to outpace us to the charge move quite comfortably. We're going to shield this up, and we should now just be able to Dragon Breath farm them all the way down, but instead we're going to go for that Sky Attack. The opponent does respect it, and we should be able to go for the farm down here, and we get it just before they make it to the Dragon Claw. They now come in with a Shadow Scizor. This is a bit tricky, but we're going to go for that Sky Attack. They let it go through, and now we can just come in with the Steelix, tank the charge moves quite comfortably, and hope that Deoxys can beat whatever is in the back. They come in with a Machamp, so I do like this play, going for the Psychic Fangs first before we swap out, and potentially even tanking a move. No, we just swap into Deoxys. The opponent just concedes the match there. I think they should have played it out because Deoxys is incredibly glassy, but we do take that game. Into the next battle, we see Scizor in the lead this time around, can safely let the first move go through, just going to be a Night Slash and no boost from the opponent there, so that's great. We can now go for a Sky Attack, and Sky Attack will grab the first shield from the opponent. We can even let a second charge move go through here, absolutely no worries whatsoever, and we should barely make it to the Sky Attack before they make it to Night Slash number 3, and Sky Attack will get the final shield from the opponent already, but they do get a massive farm down, and we couldn't swap out there because we do have our Deoxys. We don't want it aligned to the Scizor, so we do come in with a Steelix after giving them a massive farm down. They are going to unleash Night Slash after Night Slash after Night Slash, but it doesn't matter. We tank that very easily, go for a crunch, taking out the Scizor, and let's see, they've got a Swampert in the back. We swap into our Deoxys, going to be able to go straight for that Psycho Boost, and from this range, Psycho Boost barely doesn't take out the Swampert. That is really unfortunate. We now shield the Hydro Cannon, and they've got Giratina in the back. They get a massive farm down. Well, not massive. It's actually only like 3 or 4 Shadow Claws, but they do get some energy advantage into this Steelix, but it looks like they're just spamming Dragon Claws, which might play into our hands here because we can tank that very easily. We now go for a crunch. This will do some nice damage to the Giratina, and if we can make it to one more crunch in time, we should be able to win this game. But let's see, they go for another Dragon Claw. Can we get there in time? We actually settle for just the Psychic Fangs. Is this a mistake? The opponent swaps out, trying to catch a move or just reset the debuff, but we're able to get that farm down and take that game. Into the next battle, we see Trevenant in the lead, so a pretty decent matchup for us, but they will make it to the Shadow Ball just before we make it to a Sky Attack. The opponent swaps into Wall Rain. We come in with our Deoxys. We're not even going to make it to 2 charge moves here, which is really unfortunate. We go for the Psycho Boost. We do at least grab a shield advantage, but it's not looking too good for us. This Wall Rain has so much energy. Could be the Earthquake. It is the Earthquake, and we do no shield it. We're now going to go for a Crunch, and Crunch from this range won't quite take them out, but they're only going to be able to get to a Weather Ball, so we're going to let this move go through. No, I'm wrong. It's actually an Earthquake. We now come in with the Altaria, farm them down, but they've got Machamp in the back, so we do core break their lead and this Machamp in the back, so we might be able to win this with the Altaria here. We just have to shield this up. Could be a Rock Slide, might be a bait, doesn't really matter. We go for that shield, get the farm down, and they've got Trevenant in the back. We're going to be able to make it to back-to-back Sky Attacks before they make it to a Seed Bomb and a Shadow Ball, so we should be looking good here. Just respect the damage, whatever it is. It is the Seed Bomb bait, doesn't matter. We can go for that Sky Attack, and from this range, Sky Attack will be enough to take out the Trevenant, and we take that game. And into the final battle, we see Obstagoon in the lead, so a fairly neutral matchup. We're just going to stay in this matchup here and play it out. The opponent goes for a Night Slash straight away, or potentially an Obstruct. It is the Obstruct, so they want to boost their defense. We're now going to go for the Moonblast, kind of forced to go for it here, because Moonblast will do big, super effective damage, and we can let this next move go through. Might even swap into our Deoxys here. No, we're not going to do that, and we're going to let another move go through. Might be a Night Slash this time around. It is the Night Slash, but it still doesn't take us out, and now we are able to swap into Deoxys, get the Snipe, and let's see what they've got in the back. They come in with their Tapu Fini, gonna go straight for that Psycho Boost here, and the opponent does respect the damage, and now they do get a massive farm down. And yeah, we've got a Steelix. This is not a good matchup. I mean, we are a Steel type into a Fairy type, but we've got Dragon Tail and they've got Water Gun. So yeah, it probably couldn't be a lot worse for the Steelix here. Gonna go for that Psychic Fangs, doesn't do much damage, but we do have that Sky Attack banked. We can do the combo play, grab the final shield from the opponent, and they swap out into a Crobat, and now this might just give us an opportunity to farm up a ton of energy on the Steelix. Gonna go straight for a Psychic Fangs here and hopefully get a full farm down. The opponent goes for the Shadow Ball. We can now go for that Psychic Fangs, and this will not do an awful lot of damage, but hopefully we can get the farm down. The opponent is going to farm to the second Shadow Ball. We now have to respect it. No, we don't respect it. It's just a Poison Fang, which is huge for us. And now we're going to make it to back-to-back Psychic Fangs. Is this going to be enough damage to take out the Tapu Fini? First one doesn't do much. The second Psychic Fangs from this range will now be debuffed, but it still doesn't take out the Tapu Fini, and we do lose that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And as for my response, I'm going to be pretty basic here and go with Shiny Mega Rayquaza just because it looks really nice. Don't really have a reason other than that, but yeah, if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.